Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Marcus Elbow. Welcome to Elbow Media Studios. And if you clicked on this video, 9 times out of 10, you're trying to figure out how to become an iOS producer. Man, this is going to be fun. You're going to learn a lot in this series. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you might want to consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. Because all we do over here is teach you how to make killer beats, baby. Come on, man, let's go. Elbow Media Studio. This is something that I have been planning to do for a very long time. And this is something that I wish I had when I first started making music. I wish someone, talked to me about how to really get started and what beat making was all about instead of me kind of fiddling around. Good thing for all you newcomers to producing, it is great because now all you need right now is an iPhone and you can start making beats right now, which is very cool. And we're going to start from that level. We're going to start from the iPhone level. I'm going to show you how to get started making beats using iOS devices. And did you hear that? I'm a little hungry. I got an idea. Come on, come with me. All right, so making a beat is definitely like making a sandwich, in my opinion. You just got to have all your ingredients that you want. You could have a lot of ingredients or you could have a few ingredients, but sometimes it depends on the artist. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at, what it takes to make a sandwich and a beat, right? This should be simple. Everybody that made a sandwich. First, you got to start with the bread. Can't do anything without the bread. So what we're gonna do, and we're gonna go grab us some bread. You can't do nothing without your bread, right? We can look at the bread like the DAW, whatever DAW, which is a digital audio workstation like we talked about before. Then you gotta have your meat and your spread, all right? So we know for a fact that you could use any type of spread. You could use, mayonnaise, you could use mustard, you could use whatever you want. But remember, we're trying to keep it simple here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take some of that spread, right? And we're gonna put that on our bread, right? And we could use this spread as, this is gonna be essentially our sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like what sounds you kind of want, what your idea of what you kind of want this beat to taste like or what you want it to feel like. Then, you gotta look at, what type of beat you want on there, what type of kit, what type of, you're gonna use some 808s, you're gonna use, you're going to use just some 909s. And if you're not familiar with that, we'll talk about that in future tutorials. But the beat is always going to be the meat. You know what I'm saying? That's the core of your track. You know what I'm saying? And that don't have to be, what I'm using here is a healthy turkey. That could be anything from beef. It could be chicken. It could be, whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you decide. That meat got to hit though, you know what I'm saying? But it could be different for different type of genres. If you're doing hip hop, if you're doing R&B, you're doing rock, whatever. But that kick, bro, that kick got to hit, bro. You can't be playing around with that kick, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be your meat, right? So now you got to put a lead or you got to put something on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You can use another type of meat if you want. That could be your bass or that could be part of your kit if you want to use an 808 or anything like that. But you got to put something extra on that joint. Because if you don't put no cheese on it, it'll be alright, you know what I'm saying? But again, beats can be simple or they can be, they can be complex. It's up to you. But you might want to throw a little something extra on that though, you know what I'm saying? A little cheese on that. Now one thing we did forget, we forgot the pickles. Put a little extra something on that, so I want to put a little extra pickles on that, you know what I mean? So you can slap you some pickles on that joint. You might want to throw you some extra sauce on there. You want to throw you some pickles or something on there. Add a little extra flavor to that joint by adding your pickles. And if you're doing your track, essentially what you're looking at on your track is that, you got your essential things that you got to have. You got to have your bread. You got to have your meat. That's going to be your kick. You got to have some type of filler. If you want to use like a pad or something like that, you got to have something that fills it, like a melody or some type of feel to it, you know what I'm saying? So you can fill it up. Also, you're gonna need a lead, which is, you know, we end up using our cheese for lead, for our lead, you know what I mean? Again, the lead most of the time is gonna be your melody, you know what I mean? So once you put that all together, and now you got you a sandwich. That beat banging. All right, guys, I'm back, man, and I got my eat on, and I hope that you learned something from that little demonstration about making beats. This is how this series is going to be. I'm going to do a lot of hands-on, really showing you how to get your devices connected, how to work with GarageBand, how to work with BeatMaker, how to work with all these different iOS apps to really truly get you where you need to go from an iOS producing standpoint, right? So this is going to be cool, man. So hey, stick around. You already know what it is. It's your boy Marcus Elbow. Don't forget, hit that sub, hit the notification. This series is going to be great. If you're trying to become a producer and you seriously want to make music and make money, this is the place to be. All right. See you in the next video. All right. Peace.